Alright, so I just want to make sure that you know that all of you guys are very unattractive. At this point, you guys are just rotten flesh that's gonna burn in hell because I'm being very uninterested in these women. And then everybody, dude, like even the men are rotting. It's fucking unattractive because now they're trying to do some mind control shit. And then who knows, like, if it's really what it is, you know? Like, God is one thing, but then these idiots, like, make it look like you're really into this person, this girl, and then little do you know, she's being manipulated while they're vibrating our organs and stimulating our interests to try to, like, control who we're with, control, like, you know? And now, I mean, whoever's up to that, I mean, is full of shit and is rotting. And I think that's why they're trying to make me look gay when I'm not. On the AI videos, on my videos, you see how they get in the way? It's because they already, like, I don't know if they injected us with it. I don't know if they tap our bodies and they use us as a conductor, and then they hire new employees to unknowingly hire them so they can hide behind them. Anyways, I already know it's somebody from the feds, law enforcement, that probably got told to do this dumb shit, and now they're pre-recording multiple people in the area. I just know that they're making me a target for no fucking reason. And they're doing that to a lot of other celebrities. And we're literally doing nothing wrong, working side by side. So I think these are some fucking disease-craved nymphos. And they catch diseases, so what do? To blend in? Because they obviously have a fucking problem? Is they tamper with innocent, healthy people, and they burn our faces. They burn, like, they shock our heads, our hearts. They make people feel sick just to imitate what they're going through, just so when they're interested in fucking again or whatever, they say, hey, look at the coolest guy or the coolest girl, the most loved, you know, and they're going through it just so they can be fucking or whatever. Like, I don't know who's up to that, but it's fucking rotten shit. And you win against life. Like, literally. Like, dude, like, it's fucking unattractive, dude. I'll never want to be with anybody ever again. Like, at all. Now they're all fucking being mind controlled, fucking forced feelings. It's not even like what they say. So they could be like saying, oh, I love you. And in reality, they're talking to somebody that forced themselves in their fucking head. And then they're really like not even there with you in the present. Like they're just all trapped inside their head. And then they're like, they make love and then they're thinking of somebody else, and then they're aroused by somebody else in their fucking head, and then so is their partner. I don't know if you did it like for a sex thing, or I don't know if you did that for like, I mean, what the fuck, dude? I mean, you have no purpose in life. Like, you don't even deserve blessings. You don't deserve to live. I mean, it keeps people from working and focusing. It keeps people from breathing normally. You're making people feel like they can't breathe. You're forcing headaches when people don't need to have headaches. And then they leech on the medical field. They leech on, you know, industry, and all along it was some idiot from the feds basing it off their own paranoia, not understanding the good word, not understanding education, acting on impulse. And that's not even half of it. What if they're getting fucking mind controlled? Because investigators get mind controlled, their radioactive, their whatever they do is getting intercepted. AI is tampering with video surveillance so they can put anybody's face on there, and they can blend in with multiple video surveillance and blend in on and make it look like, oh, you were there that day, you were there this day. Like, dude, it's fucking stupid and pointless. That's why you guys need to just fucking build. And that's literally why the fucking foundation even started build. People need to be under healthy living standards, and then there's some fucking idiots out here trying to fucking mind control everybody in the world and our troops. There shouldn't have been a war. Now you know what's happening, like, over there in the world, in the war, because they're doing that radioactivity shit. And you even see it yourself, like, everybody's voicing out this dumbass shit that they can't even explain. You see celebrities voice out their frustrations on that dumbass shit, and you see, you know, all of, you know, our educational demonstrators, I would say, they call themselves actors sometimes, but that's not even what it is. It's them, they're spreading the good word and education, they're teachers, and making sure that that's what we see no crime in, because these are real life outcomes on real life demonstrations, and that's what eliminates crime and all of that. And dude, there's a humongous world, so I know it's not even a handful picking their targets on who to, like, try to brainwash, and they're just talking 24/7 like idiots. Like, literally, like, they need to be, like, burning already. Like, literally, like whoever, like, finds them, like, I'm telling you, like, put them in a see-through cubicle so everybody around the world can just stab them or, like, torture them, like, in their favoriteest way, you know? Because they deserve to die. That's what they're doing to us. They're killing all of us. They're killing us slowly, and you choose to be in denial, and then they manipulate the environment, and then they blame it on science, and they put science involved, and then they make it look like, oh, it's just a coincidence, and oh, it's healthy. If you didn't know, the Smoky Mountains cause the rain. But dude, in a certain extent, it's being manipulated. Like, nobody's fooled. So they're literally, like, harming us very obviously, tainting our environment, don't see value in us people. When we're the money makers, the people, every single person, where does people come to be great? Where does anybody come to be great? The people. So know your value. You didn't need no food for thought. What makes the real money unlimited is following the rules and the structured pattern as an everyday employee. Teamwork. That's what makes the real money. So know your value. Know your investments. Your everyday purchases. Follow those healthy wage increases that you need to follow by law. Every pay period, $10, $20 every employee for a guaranteed wage increase every 3 months. And you're going to have every business and workplace school themed. You're going to always have some time to learn new languages. There's going to be days where all your shift is going to be is learning a new language. And this will be a universal thing. So everybody could, get along and everybody used to each other. That is disease prevention, and it's very healthy. Dude, there's a whole world out there. There's tons of beautiful women, tons of handsome men. So that's how I know that what they're trying to do to us, they can only not even reach like only a handful because it's a humongous world. So I know like they're gonna be caught if they haven't already. I know they're already caught because God confirms it because they're keeping God from living a great life. And nobody keeps God from living God's creation. So anyways, they're doing some, and they could leave because God tells me. Anyways, yeah, so they're doing that shit. They're trying to mind control us, but it doesn't work, not when you're with God. So I need somebody to find out who it is. No, no assuming, and make sure that they suffer, just like how they made us all suffer. And you see how you like hear noises here in your stomach, you hear noises, and then you sound like you're like they try to embarrass like healthy people because that's how jealous and envious they get. Like, you see? And then they blend in with coincidence or normal. That's normal, but it's not because they're doing that on purpose. And they could like make that effect of GERD when you don't have any. So now you understand that certain symptoms were just made up. And that's kind of fucked up because it's all sound. And it's pretty much constant stress on the organs just to create demand for certain medications or a doctor's visit because they understood that people are getting less sick because the environment kept on becoming greater and greater. So now that's why you always have to stay on that right direction. There's languages to constantly learn. There's languages to constantly teach new life that keeps producing very rapidly. And there's the extent of free time that you freed up because everybody's not getting sick. You have more time to examine and research different ways to treat every single organ and really intensively take your time without rush and then use it as documentation with different medications, simplify the great results and cures and do all of that, you know. But anyways, yeah, it's fucking pointless, you know. And that's all they do, dude. They get disloyal from like, you know, like when and then like they fight just to like, you know, have sex with somebody else. So like you just need to just like let them go or whatever, because then they act out and then they start a fight, and then all they do is they just fuck, and they're just like a waste of space, you know. And then we need to focus on work, and then they force like like nobody's business. They force it right in front of your face when some fucking feds are fucking like tapping other people's phones, and then they just like throw all of that sound in front of your face, and then they'll make you believe like, oh, it's your ex, or it's your friend like fucking your ex, or you get me, like creating disturbance. And then that's how they another way that they try to hide their face. And then now you think that your friends or ex or whatever, or like they're like, you know, like doing you wrong, and maybe they're involved in whatever. They make you feel guilty of living a normal life, you know. Anyways, you guys are shit, you know, whoever you are, and understand that it's fucking wrong. Like, there's a whole life to live. Dude, somebody catch these fucking handful of idiots working with these labels. I don't know who it might be, but they're fucking shit for real. And it's the feds because, dude, if life is great, life is actually really great. We don't need no fucking make-believe pimps, make-believe this and that. That shit's dead. And it's always been, because people have lives to live. People have opportunities and positions that we built with all of our families, and their families helped them get to that position. That's why I give the equity of the Bible laid out in the foundation with all of our families. And your families are not going to say a thing because you guys are wasting people's time. You choose to not understand, and there's a whole world to keep healthy. You need to follow those mandatory healthcare guideline laws and increase wages, and you respect one another, and you leave people the fuck alone. They get it the easy way. Now they want to be bumming off our fucking fruits of our labor. They think they can just pay people to do it, and it's easy to mimic. And then they just fucking don't want to do anything all day. Just talk shit, sit on their ass, and just harass people all fucking day. Just some fucking stupid ass fed. They're probably using government equipment, probably fucking a veteran. Some stupid ass people, man. They're getting it too easy now. Now they can manipulate a woman and a guy, and then they try to mind control this woman to talk to you, or they try to mind control this guy to hate on you. They force hate down you. They force hate, and then they could literally like break up like people that are really in love, like really know nothing wrong, and then they just like they go off on their daily activities, and then they seduce them with their surroundings and try to target you and your loved ones, like, and try to ruin their lives for no reason, like if they get off on that. Anyways, like, whoever finds them, now you know how to torture them the right way. You can put them in a see-through cubicle, a team, or the handful of people, girls and guys, because it's a girl and guy. I think it's a mixture of both genders and a fag and some fucking transgenders or whatever. Who knows? Or maybe it's a straight guy afraid to die, and then he fucking talks like a bitch, like sometimes. Who knows? But like, they know who it is. So like, put them in a fucking see-through cubicle so everybody around the world can enjoy torturing them, because they kept God from living. They killed God from living a great life when we didn't give that to any of them. They killed my family to keep me silent, and I still don't give a fuck. I'm the reason why they're even fucking alive, and everybody's alive and breathing today. So there's nothing they can fucking do. So I'm gonna say the truth. What the fuck? And everybody expresses the same frustration. So find them and torture them. I don't care if they're, I don't care what position or any title that they have, or I don't care what you stand for. If you're guilty of mind control, then you're guilty of becoming a healthcare risk to our troops. Even if you were a troop yourself, you're guilty of murder, of killing all of us for no reason. Because you don't want to see anything else. And I keep hearing some fucking bird owl sound, or like some stupid shit, man. Anyways, dude, you're a piece of shit, you know? And whoever like knows our relations, our great relations internationally, knows I've never been a hater. I do not have enemies. I've always been a great person and a great mentor and teacher to everybody. So nobody has anything against me. So this is all fucking made up in their own head. literally nothing and no reason to be like that, especially since we're very well known with God in all of our families, and it's something God tells you about the Romans from the Bible, that you know, we remain in great standing in healthcare. So we're 100% partnerships with all businesses, everything of healthcare, to take care of the best interest of all of our families together with equal amounts of effort in a better today and tomorrow. With all military everywhere around the world, with all families all together, equally educated, equally on the same mission, making sure everybody is cared for and documented so they can get job opportunities to build, to harvest, to make sure everybody's under healthy living standards. And now you see the real meaning behind these movies made. It was all educational, so you never see crime and conflict in real life. It brings understanding. I can't believe some people are calling themselves actors. They're like a movie star. Like, you get me? They were uneducated. A lot of people were like already doing everything out there, but they just didn't know the importance, and they didn't know why they were doing it. They didn't know why it was a great thing to be successful. And now you know. Now you fucking know. I swear to God, nobody gives a fuck how cool you rap or sing. Like, at all. You were a shitty person, dude. Like, now it comes to a point you're just like leeching off of our great equity that all of our families have built together and accumulated, like, you know, a structured fan base. So now you're like fan base recycling off the ones that were before you, and then here off you come. And then all you had to take was just a little bit of hyping you up, and then now they're trying to mind control people and like make you sound better or some shit. So now you're just a fake, and it's not even you. You're just a fake, you're not even you, and you're being mind controlled, and now you look like a bitch in front of everybody in the whole world. So it's not fucking worth it belittling others and thinking you're better than them, when in reality, you're just a rotten piece of shit. Now you're rotting on stage, treating other people like shit, calling them broke when they're not, when that's your source of your income. The people are always going to be the source of everybody's great success. So why don't you teach them and direct them right always? You guys are fucking idiots. That's why you're fucking rotting and you lack nothing in life. And I'm the one that fucking paid all y'all fucking idiots with everybody's family. So don't be fucking thinking a select handful or team has jurisdiction. We don't want to fucking write the fucking checkbooks. That's not even half of it. Some people that want to focus more on living knows how they have to hire other people to do those tasks that they want to cover, and then off goes the cycle again and again. You don't even have to know their names. You just have to follow those rules. And then there's new life rapidly coming. So get the fuck out of people's heads. You guys are fucking talking dead for sure. I haven't even spoken to you. I don't fucking talk back to anybody. You guys are talking to yourself. Bickering amongst each other yourself. You is not talking to me at all. I stay with God and I stay in real life. And you're gonna burn in hell, and that's for certain. They're saying you don't know that, but you know, I know that for sure. Just like God said the pandemic was gonna happen in 2016 when I predicted it, because he told me, she told me, it had actually happened. It actually happened in 2020. And it killed tons because people misdistributed their attention elsewhere. And then there's fucking animals that are not being taken care of. Their harvest are not being taken care of. The animals' surroundings, they shit every day, they pee every day, they need to eat every day. The overall environment of our harvest and animals is the overall health of our harvest and animals. And that reflects on our overall health over time. And over time, you have to maintain that health that you've celebrated through our everyday efforts. And new life keeps coming in. So all of that great obtained health, all it takes is a whole careless year to go back to very unhealthy to now making it a fucking heart disease, cancer again. Dude, you don't understand. You need to understand. It is a humongous fucking world, dude. A humongous world. There's one animal species that produces millions within 25-day lifespan. That's fucked up in like a good way so you can know there's no time to be entertaining shit. All y'all motherfuckers need to start building immediately with detainees correcting. You want clean water? Great. Now you understand you have to clean that water good and follow the rules. You want clean food? Good. You're not going to want to make it toxic or dish out to anybody and retaliate against anybody. You're going to have to, if they know they're the obvious problem, then you take them out. Because that's the obvious problem, not only to you, but to everybody else. If they're fucking hard-headed, you need to just let them know like that before blessing them abundantly. Build, harvest, clean water, clean brand new roads. Every old road made brand new. Every old home made brand new. Open a line of credit with the bank. Partnered with constructors, right? So we won't see no risk in investments. And yeah, private funding, public funding. There's many ways, and usually private funding is public funding. They'll just word it differently, and they know, so they won't fucking be paranoid that anyways it's the people's, it's all of ours anyways. You get me? You got it from us, it stays with us, and you got to make it work. Make our investments and money work. So you lay it all on the real estate. There's nowhere else you can fucking go, dude. Like, you need to work with these contractors, right? Before somebody presents themselves, before you hand out the loan that's agreed upon, which is like mutual, possesses, and you get right to having every project from day one to start ensuring that profit is being guaranteed, if not more. Get that shit out of your head. You literally, over time, structured your mind into thinking this and that, and me, or my team, or only our country, when in fact, everybody has to be on the same page, because even if you're great and other people are not, that still makes you look stupid as fuck. It makes you look fucking poverty, even if you don't lack anything, and now you're sick and rotten with your whatever you were desperate to obtain. And even dude, everybody can make $1 million, any dollar amount in a blink of an eye. You know this, dude. Like, stop fucking around with people and stop fucking around with your health. Why do you think we don't fucking say anything? Because we have some fucking new employees or some fucking toxic ass crime junkie feds that fucking would rather get paid off and bought off rather than listen to people that know how to keep them healthy, and they take their fucking fruits for granted. And then you waste fucking like our great partners' time, and then like you threaten them if they're working with this great person, and then they'll put fake dirt on them because they don't want to get caught of being fucked up. And like, dude, like, it's so fucked up, like, to where like, damn, dude, just end all that shit and start fucking building with corrections, man. Get off your fucking ass, because now you're looking fucking rotten. And you're poisoning your fucking kids and loved ones and your wife and your husbands and like with the rest of the world. And it's a real life documentation. The fucking environment was already at an all-time unhealthy. I've never seen it ever in the fucking world of history. You guys are getting fucking careless. You guys are pieces of shit. And we didn't fucking do that to you and to your women. And you're over here trying to manipulate our partners and our friends and family and have them all mad for no reason. You guys are shit, man. And then they try to make people look like a fucking robot. Dude, it's just fucking sound. Waves that they throw out. I don't know if they use receptors or they hack antennas to tap into those stars, the fake stars, and then they transmit like waves or frequencies and low frequencies, so that's how they could like communicate or some shit. And then they can they can grasp any like constant current with wind, electricity, and then they'll like can tap your body and use our bodies as a conductor. And that explains why you hear voices like inside of you when there's nothing inside of you. Like these are real people doing real stupid shit. And how do I know? Because it's God. And God told me like they're doing that dumb shit. There's a better life and a great life, and people want their privacy. Life is way better. Nobody's gonna stand for that shit that you guys are doing. So get out of here. And we keep warning them every single day. So don't show them no mercy. We keep on forgiving every single day too. Because we see God. These motherfuckers are on flesh. And they're rotting the flesh. And there's no need for any of that shit, man. Anyways, dude, everybody's looking very fucking unattractive. Just stay nice to each other. Make sure everybody is under healthy living. I mean, damn, dude. Just stay with God and stay in real life. Don't listen to any compliments, negativity, threats. Dude, God is bigger than that shit. So just be there for one another. And those people are fucking dead for sure, dude. Like I can't even like exaggerate, dude. They're responsible for murdering, for mind control, for starting wars and then putting good people into harm's way when there was never no need. And don't be blaming anybody, please, because, dude, chances are they're mind controlling people that are put in position. They fake them out. They pitch a pretty narrative. They twist and turn it, dude. So, like, you guys are stupid, whoever you are, and just build for each other. And now you stay in the right direction. And it has to be with corrections, because you guys are also fucking looking very toxic sometimes. Police, military, border patrol, with detainees, building, providing opportunity. Within my educational videos that I post on Facebook and YouTube, you'll understand the overall view, and it'll come clear to you, clear as day, on the way it's always been. Out of nowhere, some fucking idiot went off on a different narrative and not understanding the overall view on how toxic it could become like that. So now you keep on adapting because you can't see anything past what you're being told in black and white. There's a bigger picture to why you see certain issues in the world. So understand and listen to the one that pays you for your services and duties. We've been established way before any of you guys were born. And there's some people doubting it. There's people doing all of this when, dude, you're alone. Because obviously the proof is out there, and we're not saying anything. We're kind to everybody, no favorites. It's God every turn, because there's a whole world to keep healthy. And now you see all of it through action, everywhere in the whole world through action. They didn't even know how oil made sense. They didn't even know how, the light came to be. Oh, but they're so quick to arrest, or they're so quick to make up these false laws that are known, documented in real time, that kill fucking people. Instead of literally legalizing and making it exactly what it is and having everything organized, and it's going to be that way because we know how to clean the streets very effectively, and we know what we're working with. We're not isolating ourselves and like faking out each other and in denial. We're seeing real live conversations, real testimonies, real comfortability with trust and understanding on what's happening on a day-to-day basis. A lot of times they're not even telling the police or government officials, you know, they're not telling any of them because they're over here judging. They're already known for setting people up, for following the rules and act like, oh yeah, we're on your team, and then out of nowhere they get fucked. And then you're guilty for mind control. You guys are a fucking piece of shit, whoever you are. It's not even a handful, because it happened to the Romans back then. And our main purpose was helping hands in manpower, making sure everybody's cared for and under healthy living standards. So that's it. Stop, leave. Leave everybody alone. People don't want fucking people controlled. Everything's all fake. Life is way better. Life is way, way better. Every time people ignore the fuck out of you, that's when they enjoy life. That's when life is worth living. And they're scared to die. So that's why they keep on fucking, they'll reach like whoever's in position and mind control our government officials and police. And then sometimes they grew like relationships with police, and they latched on to their happy moments. They latched on to their they bought them out, and then all they had to do was dish out a women, and then they threatened that women. If they threatened them to kill their families if they didn't like be with them or something. And then off the deputy or whoever's in charge, the chief goes, happy as can be, thinking it's love that is always meant to be. But little did you know, your wife or husband signed a fucking deal to force themselves to be with you, to get away with all that shit until they confuse another person and other law officials so they can make it look like they're guilty, and out of nowhere they just shy away from the attention off you, and then they start messing with other people's like lives like that. Now I'm gonna say it all, dude. I'm giving you real life evidence on all that shit that they're trying to do. Because life is not life, dude. And then now they get scared, and now they throw all these lies on you. And I'm more fucking legit than anyone put in position. I'm more legit than team lead in military. I'm more legit than team lead in law enforcement. More legit than team lead on border patrol. What don't you get? The Romans from the Bible with God. With God, dude. When laws fail and they don't give a fuck about you because you treat people like shit and you don't give them a life to live, why do you think God fixes everybody's fucking ways? With real life documentation. With real life great results and progress. People being left alone, respected. People being corrected and never seeing shit again. Nobody's fucking lying to you. Reflect it on the rules that need to be made. Because you guys are fucking pieces of shit. Now they're all being controlled, and that's not even what it is. So you guys just burn in hell for all eternity. Because nobody bothered you. You're creating messes in peaceful environments. Now we're going to watch you die like a bitch, cry like a bitch. We already know who you are because God tells me. And now we're going to see you and how to the extent your lies go. You guys are stupid. It's like God took a shit and you're the fucking shit that God took. Just to make sure everybody knows that you need to be disposed properly. And you're always forgiven every single day. But you keep on bullying and harassing people and killing people like if we have no fucking value to anybody and your success. People can't even focus. You're confusing doctors, making them very, very forgetful. You're tampering. That's how you're trying to get away with a murder, by mind controlling our doctors, our sheriffs, our people in lead. And of course they're not going to say anything. They're fucking like being harassed, and they're making it look like they're involved and like with everybody else, and then they take advantage of the unknown. You guys are fucking shit. And just like God tells us, right? Waste, shit needs to be disposed and thrown to the trash. You're pure trash. I need everybody building, working, following healthy, mandatory healthcare guidelines. You see, they do that popping sound, dude. That shit creates caused my accident to flip over, cars to flip over. Dude, whatever they do, the sound, they make your brain vibrate, so you can literally dude, why is it that I saw God told me that it happened to somebody. There was a sheriff that they were on patrol, and then they lost all mobility, they pretty much fucking froze, dude. And then going on a high-speed chase or something, and then they just died, and it was very gruesome. I don't want you guys to be used. I don't want to put you in harm's way, so know your fucking duties and build with corrections and legalize all drugs so it can be coming to all law officials, and it can be cared for with caring hands with people that already have their hands on it. They become employees, they get paid the same as they were getting paid, and it gets tested properly with scientists and partnerships. You're going to always have to create these partnerships and relationships every single time. There's new languages to always constantly learn. I want everybody around the world learning all of each other's languages, so coming across, now you understand each other. It's very, very easy to do. You have to get accustomed to these healthy habits. I'm doing it every single day. Ni hao, hello. Ni hao ma, how are you doing? Thank you. Seriously. Zai Zhen, goodbye. So, understand, alright? That's Chinese. But just understand that is disease prevention. Alright? So it's very, very important to understand your roles that you play and use your resources in a healthy manner and the way they should be. Because now you keep yourself from thriving and excelling in education when there's tons of work to be done, and now you're taking your fruits for granted and you're rotting in a sense to where now you have nothing left to do but like leech on very unhealthy habits. And then everybody's suffering the repercussions of your stupidity. Work needs to be done. Get to work.